What could be the most life-transforming commandment to fulfill in the Torah? Well, all the commandments are in their own way, but we'll talk about it in a minute. Hi, everybody. This is Avrohom Czapnik from the Jewish Learning Exchange. I hope you and yours are well. This week's Torah portion is Parshat Ve'eschanan, the second Torah portion in the book of Devarim, Deuteronomy. And this Shabbos has a special name. It's called Shabbos Nachmu, the Shabbos of comfort, the Shabbos after Tisha B'Av, when we mourn the destruction of the temple. And now Hashem begins 7 weeks of comfort to the Jewish people. Well, this parsha has so much in it. It talks about Moshe praying to be able to go into the land, and God ultimately says no. It has the 10 Commandments, as well as the first section of the Shema, where we say, "Hear Israel, God is one." And in the Shema, we have something called the mitzvah of Shabbos, of resting on the 7th day of the week. An amazing, amazing mitzvah. People say that more that the Jewish people keep Shabbos, Shabbos has kept the Jewish people. And there is truth to that, because Shabbos is an all-encompassing experience. Yes, it has delicious food, and yes, it has family time, and yes, it has no emails and no phone calls, but it's a very lofty, lofty experience. So I'd like to share just a little bit. Our short video doesn't do justice to it, but I'd like to share two points that we should be aware of. There was a great Rabbi Moshe Neislas, who after World War II went back to his town to take orphan teenagers and make a yeshiva for them, a place for them to learn and for him to take care of them. And after the communists, after 2 years, were becoming more and more powerful there, he decided to move the yeshiva to New York. And he sent them all on the boat to travel to New York. He and his wife they were expecting a baby, and they had to go by plane. And they went by plane, and there was engine trouble, and they had to stop in Ireland, and they had to get off the plane. And people in Ireland said, well, there's another flight now, but it's going to land in New York on Saturday. And they said, well, we're sorry, we're Shabbos observant, and we can't fly on the plane that's landing on Shabbos. So we're going to stay here in Ireland. But they said, you're going to stay here? It's not like today. There's just very few flights. You may be stuck here for a while. Nothing we can do. Shabbos is Shabbos. So they gave them a hotel room and a food, but the food was mostly not kosher, so they gave that back, and they only had the fruit. And there was a language communication. They didn't understand each other well. Rabbi Neislas didn't speak English. And these people, we got to get rid of them. They called the American Embassy. Whatever they could do, they got them out. Right after Shabbos, they flew back. They flew toward New York. They landed in New York, and Rabbi Neislas called the people who were staying by and says, "You're alive?" He says, "What do you mean? Of course I'm alive. Why not?" He says, "Because the flight you were on, they listed you as one of the passengers, and that flight crashed and didn't land, and all the people were killed. And we're so glad. Well, we weren't on the flight because we kept Shabbos, and we didn't want to fly on Shabbos." But Shabbos not only has miraculous powers to it for special people, but it has something else to it as well. There was a rabbi, Rabbi Bender, who's a rabbi in Far Rockaway, walking down the street, and a lady approached him and said, "Rabbi Bender, I want to tell you that your mother helped me very much. Your mother, blessed memory, helped me." It says, "In what way?" "Well, what happened was my husband unfortunately died at a young age, and I was left with a house full of children by myself. And your mother came to me that week and said to me, look, the first Shabbos is going to be very challenging for you. You're going to have the Shabbos table all set, and your husband's place is empty. So I'm going to suggest something. I want you to take the tray that you have, light the Shabbos candles, and move it all the way toward his seat. So when you see the emptiness of his seat, you look at the candles, and the candles should give you the strength to be able to go on." And Rabbi Bender, I listened to your mother, and it was exceptionally helpful and inspiring for me. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can light Shabbos candles. We should light Shabbos candles 18 minutes before sunset And if you need candles, we have a JLE to give you. But take the mitzvah of lighting the Shabbos candles, make the blessings. It's a very auspicious time, especially for women, for prayer, and pray for whatever your heart's desire is, and create a Shabbos atmosphere in your home. Not only miracles in the world to come, but miracles in this world too, and strength and holiness and meaning and purpose. So have a very, very wonderful Shabbos, and may it be a real comfort for each of you individually and collectively for the entirety of the Jewish people. Have a wonderful Shabbos. All the best.